Hey Scorpio, this is Eleanor and welcome to your monthly February reading. This energy came out in your annual 2020, which is time-stamped and linked below so you can hear how I talk about this card being about things coming back from the past, from healing and from reconciliation. Please subscribe to get the week-by-week breakdown of how this works out. To get your overall theme by week, I'm using the past life because of the way this energy does talk about your past and your childhood. And please comment. This came after last month of January where you were definitely clearing out and making some room and surrendering things. So now there's space for something to come back and return to you. So go ahead and tell me in the comments what it is you're reconciling and healing and forgiving. And we'll find out for Scorpio on a week by week what this is going to look like. All right, Scorpio. Week 1 of February for Scorpio. Scorpio, I want to mention also, this same card came out for February for Cancer and Leo. So if you're dealing with a Cancer or Leo, that's a significant sign that this reading is for you, or that the next four weeklies that explain all of these, they'll be for you. And also to check in with your Cancer and Leo friends. All right, week 1 of February for Scorpio, you have Wisdom. This card is coming out in a lot of different decks for February. It's very interesting. All right, week 2 of February for Scorpio. Finances. Week 3 of February for Scorpio. Week 3 for Scorpio. What's going on? What's coming back from the past? What's being forgiven? What are you forgiving? What have you made room for in week 3 of February? Monk or Nun? So that's going to have something to do with a commitment you've made or deprivation of some kind, or ways that something you've committed to. All right, week 4 for Scorpio is Baby. All right, let's get talking about these. All right, Scorpio, let's talk about this 6 of Cups. Let's talk about forgiveness, reconciliation. Your first card for the month of February is Wisdom. Definitely check in with the Leos in your life, because not only did Leo get 6 of Cups as their monthly energy, in the deck I used for them, they got Wisdom as their first card. That is crazy that that would come out and with that kind of synchronicity. So you're definitely dealing with a Leo, okay, Scorpio? So Wisdom in this case is going to be talking about learning the lessons from the past, and that whatever has happened and been torn asunder was in order to move through and to become one again and to become whole again. That taught you lessons, and you're going to need to access that wisdom and that information in order to move forward and to reconcile. And you can't just go from broken to fixed without understanding fully the workings of what went wrong, or you'll be repeating the cycle. So it's definitely a need to, there's also with this particular deck a call to going back to school. And when we have returning to past and nostalgia, childlike energy, it can very well be a need to research and to go back to school, whether it's to learn wisdom or whether what happened to you during your school years. Your second week, Scorpio, you have finances, and this is going to be talking about your beliefs in beliefs around money and wealth and energy and the exchange of energy, and that your thoughts do become things. And so there is a need to reconcile your beliefs about wealth, and that it will always sort of be a roller coaster, and you always may feel like you have a hard time being in control and understanding why you can't attract and keep abundance. And that is going to be whenever they talk about financial healing workshops and, all right, sorry about that. So when you take those workshops, when you learn about investing and money and earning, they'll often have you take a questionnaire and ask you questions about what you believe about wealth and money and what you deserve, and those types of things are what you need to examine in order to heal this aspect of your psyche and move forward and change your financial situation. The third week of February, you have monk or nun, and that does tie in with that because of the way it talks about withholding from yourself, believing it's committing to a poverty consciousness and believing that virtue is tied to poverty in some way, of not that wealth and money are evil, and that as long as that once I become rich, I won't be a good person anymore. That kind of thought train. And so this is going to be talking about healing from that, and and also it's going to be talking about healing a tendency to isolate. So where this is a card of connection, forgiveness, reconciliation, and peacemaking, it's going to be asking you to look at the ways that you have been isolating and holding yourself out and holding yourself apart. And in the fourth week, Scorpio, you have baby. And this one is going to play out more when I do the pick a card, because it can have to do with your own childhood, healing wounds from childhood trauma when you were a baby, or it can also have to do with reconciling with your child. And what this means to you is going to play out differently for different Scorpios. So that is why you need to subscribe, because there will be a weekly reading come out for all of these, and it will be a pick a card, and so you will get more tailored and more close information to you and your situation. All right, Scorpio, thanks.